Hi, this video we're gonna talking about if function in Arduino programming, and our goal is trying to say we're gonna build two circuits. The first circuit has a switch. The second circuit will have a LED. So we're going to use a switch on the first circuit to control the second circuit. So our goal is if the switch is on in the first circuit, gonna have a digital read as 1. If that's equal to 1, we're gonna turn on the LED on the second circuit. All right, so that's our goal. So let's take a look at the first circuit. Start with 5 volts and going through this resistor, and we are going through the switch terminal 2, and then this is common, and go back to the ground. So that's our first circuit. And you also notice this one between our resistor and the circuit, we're going to go to this digital 7. This is very similar to the previous Arduino video where we learned about using the switch and the digital read. So you can look at that one. So this is the same circuit, and however, what's added to it is we're going to build this second circuit. So we have digital 13 as output to provide the voltage to this circuit. You have LED, again this is positive, then you have resistor and come back to the ground. That's our second circuit. And look at our code. In the setup, we'll have pin mode 7 as going to be the input, just like we had last time for the switch and digital read. And this time 13 is going to be our output to turn on the LED. And since we're going to use serial monitor, we start with a serial begin 9600. And in the loop, which is going to go continuously, we're going to have define a variable j. You can have any other letter. You can use I or JSON or whatever. You can just give a name to it. So then this is digital read 7. Okay, remember digital read 7 is right here. When it's switch turned down, it's going to be read as 1. If it's off, it's going to read as 0. So if this j is going to be equal to 0, 0, 0 or 1, right? And here we're going to print it out the results 0 or 1. And here, if this is equal to 1, so j equal as 1. So this is where if function, the new concept come along. If this j is equal to 1, make sure you have 2 equal sign. Then what we're going to do, we're going to put the digital write 13 on high. We're going to turn on this LED. If this switch is turned off, it's not equal to 0. That's what called else. If else. If it's equal to 0, what do? We're going to digital write 13 on low. So let's go ahead and simulate, see if this is what we got. Okay, so it's on, right? Let's toggle it back. Now it's off. Then we can look at the monitor. Now it's on 0. If this is on 0, this is gonna turn off the circuit turn off the second circuit. If this is gonna be on 1, toggle it back. You see it's read as 1. If this is equal to 1, then this 13 gonna on high. All right, so that's that little experiment. This is gonna be really handy when you have an if function. Here I want to go ahead and see if we can potentially add a motor. Let's see what we have. I'm just looking at what's going on here. If I had a DC motor here, instead of so we're going to connect this motor to this, right? It's kind of hard to see. How about we replace this LED? Get rid of this LED. Now I need to move this resistor, and this line needs to be moved as well. Okay, so we have this circuit now, and look at our code. our code shouldn't need to change. You know, still if this is on 1, if the circuit is closed, we're going to read as 1, then 13 will be on high, and then let's see, motor should turn. Let's take a look. Yes, right? You see the motor is turning. And here's RPM, revolution per minute, the turning speed. And if we toggle it back, and you should not see it's turning. So it's 0 RPM. And this can be demonstrated at 0 monitor. Here is 0. Turn it back on. We're going to get our 1 and gears start turning. Alright, so that's a success. Hopefully you have fun. Happy tinkering. See you next time. Bye.